Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
How many people do you think you've seen die online?
Recently or
Jesus Christ. Have you seen a lot of people die recently?
I think you've seen a lot of people die from that. Remember that? Because there's people who die in like fail videos. It's just not gory.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
because that one girl who pulled her tits out died, and everyone was like, oh, it's a good
What do
fail.
no, that was not a fail.
Dude.
The one in the car?
Yeah. There was a version of that video that was cut off where it looks like she just doesn't die. And she dies.
Something I like to do when I play video games and kill people, like
Okay.
bad guys, is think about the bad guys like families and children.
You
And
like to do this.
Yes, not like I get off on it, but I'm just like it's funny. It's funny because like games. I'll just say a new game. This isn't a spoiler, but like Cyberpunk really tries to like hammer home like life and death and like this is serious. It's like okay, but that would like have more of an impact if I hadn't killed 100 guys to save this one.
yeah.
So
when they're like, listen, life is precious, and that's what we want you to learn from this mission, where
Yeah.
you ruthlessly killed 300 gang members, only trying to make it. Like,
just to save another gang member,
Yeah.
not even a morally ambiguous guy, but we like this one, and so it is kind of like a funny concept of just seeing like fail videos or like war videos or just anything online or anything disconnected. It's like, oh yeah, that person is that is a real human being experiencing that right now, and someone else happens to be filming it, which really sucks.
Yeah.
And so,
Some people are hypersensitive to it.
what do you mean?
Like they see a video, even fail videos, they hate it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it like I get sympathy pain sometimes. But do you ever get sympathy pain?
Never.
You've never had it in your life?
Not the way that people describe it.
Yeah, it's like a tingle in your balls.
Yeah, when you see a guy get kicked in the nads and you're like, ooh, my nads.
No, it's not like that exactly. I mean, that does happen. That's like one of the triggers. It's like ASMR, but you feel it in like your gut and your balls.
I've never felt that, but that's one of my autism powers.
Yeah, that's wild that you've never felt. It's probably not good.
It's probably not bad.
No, I'm probably maybe a lot of people don't, because I also have the ASMR triggers. It gets me. Even just thinking about it, I can kind of get myself.
So, but why do you? What is like? I don't know. What is it about watching? Like you guys said before and revealed, your creme de la creme favorite fail video is watching a woman on a rope swing, just belly flop into a lake.
Dude, just you saying it out loud fucks me up. Firstly, I would like to say that one of my very favorite memories when I was first started dating my ex-wife.
Oh.
We were hanging out, and listen, my whole life leading up to this point, I had never been friends with a woman.
No, we've talked about this. I remember what did I say a week ago? It's like I just want to date a girl so I can start being friends with women again.
I didn't have it. Well, I was.
I want to like not see like, oh, I kind of am friends with this girl. I would like to date her, but
I didn't actually start talking to women and be friends with women until, like, I mean, listen, I worked with women that I was quote unquote friends with, but I wasn't close to a woman. I mean, and this includes my mother. I was never close to my mother. I was not close to a single woman until I was married.
Do you think she changed your life?
Yeah, no, definitely.
So-
My ex-wife kind of shook up the game, and then after we got married, then I made friends with women, and then I was like, oh yeah, my life was really bad because I needed this other perspective.
Exactly.
And so yeah, for me it was brutal. So anyway, I didn't hang out with women really, and I didn't pay attention to women really. And also I'm like a very horny guy, but as people know, I'm also very kind of like in my own fucking space. So I was never like I'm gonna go find the women. I'm looking at you. What are you doing here? Like, I'm not that guy. A woman comes up to me and she's like. And then I'm like, oh, I think she wants to suck my dick, and then I try.
No, this is you have your personal bubble, and if they enter your bubble, it's on.
Yeah,
I'm going to creep on you within 3 feet of me.
Yes.
But I'm not going to move my bubble.
Exactly. So
that's the bad thing, is when you move your bubble to someone else's space, you're like, ah.
Yeah. I've never... So I was always, when I was younger, dudes would be like, oh, there's hot girls here. And I'd be like, but Super Nintendo. Like, I'm not going to... If they come to me, I'll go crazy. But otherwise, I fucking could care less.
I think I have the same thing as you, except my bubble is much smaller.
Yo, your bubble is non-existent. They have to be literally holding on to you like a koala on a tree. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, I fucking just never cared. So anyway, I'm hanging out with my ex-wife, and we were on like one of our first dates, and I'm getting used to the idea of just like actually spending time with a woman and like wanting to have a relationship. This is so evil sounding, but it's not. It's just like the way I grew up. Like there's nothing you can do about it when you grow up like that. And here's the thing about women: no upper body strength. Wow, ladies, really got to work on that. So
no, they don't. They have better legs than us,
dude. My ex-wife
proportionally, women have way beefier legs.
We were razzing each other and goofing off, and she was making fun of me for not being able to like backflip off this rope swing, and I was like, okay, do it from the top, because there's a knot that you would stand on to rope swing, and then she's like, I'll do it from the top, I don't even care, and she's talking all this shit and having an attitude with me and stuff, which is so fun. And then she gets to the top and she goes to fucking rope swing down, and the second the line becomes taut and she doesn't have a knot to put her feet on, her arms completely give out and she just belly flopped into the water. And it's one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my entire life. Like, I laughed so hard that people were like concerned about my health and not her, because I couldn't breathe and I was like laying on the ground. Anyway, it's a really good memory. And now and I made fun of her for it. Even to this day, her and I are still friends, and I still laugh about it and send her rope swing video fails sometimes, and she's like, you motherfucker. Luckily now she's like a super buff professional pole dancer, so she absolutely could hold on to the rope.
She learned her lesson.
She learned her lesson. She did. And she also, before her and I, after we got divorced, actually, we went to the rope swing and she redeemed herself. So this is good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Growth.
Yeah. So
okay, but we're not at the core. Like, so there's something about people.
So there's something about that memory.
No, that memory is what fuels your current addiction.
Fuels my current addiction. But then there's something about watching people just fucking thinking they can do. Here's the thing: it's the juxtaposition between being so fucking confident in the outcome that you expect, going and then failing so hard, and then it's a rope swing, so they're not really getting hurt. You know what I mean? And so I have that. I know they're not injured, so I get to just enjoy it carefree. I don't know, man. It really kills me. Dude, one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life is when you fell down crossing
when we were running. I tripped on a brick or something.
Hold up. I'm fucking imagining it, dude.
Oh, I remember it.
Oh, you fell for so long, too, everyone. I don't even know how to explain. Mac fell, by the way, a brick, motherfucker.
No.
We were in the street.
It was where the tracks trains.
No.
It was where the tracks, the lane.
You were just running and you fell. You did the thing where your front half gets too far ahead of your legs.
Dude, I had that momentum going.
Dude, yeah, your legs go so fast, but the front of you was too far out. You miscalculated, and then you started falling, and Mac fell for like an impossibly long time. You didn't just like, normal people are like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fall, and then they just like shoulder roll or just fall. If you're a girl, you just completely face plant and eat shit or whatever. You, instead of doing any of those, you like did this crazy, like you just put all of your power into trying to save yourself, and you almost did it. You took like 9 falling steps. You fell for like 100 feet, dude. It was fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like it since. You know, another time I laughed, one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my life.
Wait, I want to tell one.
Oh, please go.
I remember when we were at that same mall, and I was at the top of the stairs.
Oh, you want to talk about the time I broke my ankle?
Hey, don't spoil it. And I slide down the railing like a petite, angelic, like a little elf. Like it was nothing to me. And then you're like, that's easy.
Yeah,
I could do that. And then you follow me.
No, hold on. Did you tell him why I went so fast? Because I had to work that night. I was bouncing, and when you bounce at the comedy club, you have to wear dress pants.
Okay, so you're saying the speed was a factor.
Yes, speed was a huge factor, dude. I was going
He did not
hundreds of miles an hour.
You were not that much faster than me.
I was so much faster than you.
And so anyways, you get to the bottom, and when you step off, your ankle just gives out.
Dude, I rolled it.
And that's where I feel like I got some good laughs.
Yeah.
At you writhing on the ground.
Dude, I bent my ankle all the way, like the sole of my foot touched my shin. Like, woo! Oh, it fucking sucked. Right in front of a girl you liked too, or that you were kind of dating at the time. So you looked pretty cool.
I did. Did you do that on purpose? You could have always
Yes.
just said like, I
Yes.
snapped my ankle.
I snapped my ankle in half to make Mac look like the fucking the god of sliding down rails on his butt.
That's a good skill.
Damn, what a wild. Oh, it hurts so bad just thinking about it.
So I think people just have different tolerances of humor.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I laugh at innocent falling down. You laugh at me legitimately breaking my ankle in half.
And some people out there I don't know how many people I've seen die is what I was trying to say online.
Yeah.
Not that I go out and look for it. It's
no,
just
but we're on the Wild West parts of the internet where it will happen.
where I would just see it. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucked up.
Oops, daisy. I mean, yeah, sometimes it happens first thing in the morning and you're like, oh God.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
you just boot up the internet and you just go on to some of the forums you go to, and then you're like, oh
No.
God damn it, I saw someone get electrocuted.
I never get online early morning. I'm sleeping still.
No, I mean when you first wake up. Morning is my.
I
I
know.
don't mean the literal morning.
I know what you mean. You mean my morning is 2 p.m. Your morning is 5 p.m.
It can be. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah, I bet. Anyways, I don't know. Seeing people die on the internet, it's just a skill you build up. You desensitize yourself to the violence, and it means nothing.
Jeez. Yeah, I was thinking about that. What did I see? I saw it's because I read that article where they were like 3 people died in a plane crash and a cat, and I was like, God damn it!
Oh yeah.
Why did you tell me about the cat? I don't want to know. You assume like when people talk about a plane crash that there's animals on board, but you don't want to think about it.
It is funny how desensitized you are to like human deaths.
Yeah.
And we all are to some degree or another. To where like when a cute little animal dies, you're like, oh, what?
Yeah.
And so it is also funny how you're desensitized to different like regions of people. It's like they can show war footage all what was it when we were invading the Middle East? It's like yeah, they could show bombs hitting buildings and all kinds of stuff, but the mainstream media would never dare show an American soldier like bloody on the ground and stuff. And so that's kind of like why I do like to watch the ISIS videos, is to get like a whole whole story.
Yeah, the full picture.
Because those guys, they're not doing it just to be like, yes, we're the evil bad guys, good. Like they're doing it because they're fighting for what they believe in, and
yeah, they are. They definitely are.
And
they believe that shit.
And their propaganda is so much cooler than ours.
Yeah,
song?
they have like hype videos, and because their version of it, when you watch their like videos where they're like, we attacked an Iraqi army base, and then it's like their version of like Katy Perry plays or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
I guess that would be their version of Enter the Sandman. Every time I hear that song, every time I hear that, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to watch some wild shit right here. It's not always violent and terrible. Sometimes it's just silly. Sometimes it's just like the homies shooting guns at a building, and you're like, all right, ISIS, that's all you had this week? Okay.
Remember when the Ukrainian war was first starting and there was so much footage?
Yeah, people got
out.
lost interest real fast.
Well,
There's still tons.
Yeah, it's not very mainstream anymore, but what was that? That airport footage was so wild.
Yeah, the Donetsk airport.
Where it was just like probably the craziest gunfight I've ever seen, where they're just 100 guys in an airport and they just start unload. Like it's close to, I guess, British standing in line and firing all at the same time.
Yeah,
with fully automatic modern weapons.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. They shot down some helicopters and stuff on video too. That was a fucking crazy one.
How close do you think we are to the main internet going down and private corporations creating their own internets, and then military organized? It's going to be a libertarian future, you know.
What do you mean?
Corporations are going to take over, have their own private military forces, their own internets. We're this close.
I don't think so.
Facebook and Google are just biding their time, pretending that America is in charge.
I don't think you can stop the internet. Remember when they tried to like stop the radio?
What do you mean they stop the internet? The internet's already sucks.
What are you talking about?
They're passing laws to where if you
the laws don't do anything.
Yeah, they arrest people.
Okay, well, you're Mr. Rule follower over here.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. Laws don't bother
That
me.
is
It's
true.
what I can and can't do is what matters. When they pass laws that say you can't have guns, it's like, okay, but what about really? Like,
yeah, they never pass any laws that are really banning guns. They just pretend to ban guns to pretend that they did something, so you vote for them again.
When they're like, hey, you can't steal music anymore, it's like, gotcha. Oh, okay. I won't do it anymore, Mr. Government. Wink, wink. Like, I fucking could care less. I guess when they physically start cutting cables, that's when I'm like, all right, someone's got to die over this.
Oh, by the way, someone DM'd me to ask if I would give them the Patreon for free, and that was this is a shout out to them. No.
But if you're listening to this, way to make it, man.
Yeah, however you made it. If you paid the $5 a month or if you stole it, good for you. And it's just like, don't tell me, like, I don't know, kids these days, right?
They're just asking for the Patreon.
They just ask me directly. It's like, can I maybe I don't know.
$5. It's only $5. It's so little that I will not give it to you out of principle.
It's so little. It's more work and waste of my time to compile all the episodes and then send them to you than to just pay the $5. Like, you know, what'd be simpler is if I Venmo'd him $5.
Yeah, that's what I was
to
gonna
then
say.
send it to the Patreon.
Just giving people money to give us money.
By the way, yeah, it was like a high schooler kid, so I do kind of feel the struggle. But I was up to stuff in high school, LimeWire, cause
you could find $5.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying like,
Look,
oh, we're worth it, but like, if you really want it that bad, just just go to the grocery store and look under the aisle.
Dude,
There's change.
Create a fake Tinder account and tell some dude if he wants to see your tits.
Yeah.
To Venmo you $10. I just got you a full month of episodes and Burger King meal. I don't know what's $5.
I don't know.
Everything's so expensive here. All right, hold out for $15.
Dude, I wonder how many guys make money. I know that's happened. That someone made like an OnlyFans with a fake girl and everyone, and then they were doing really well, and then the real girl was like, "What the fuck? That's me." She's like, "I don't have an OnlyFans," and the guy was like, "Oh, jig is up."
Was he just photoshopping pictures, or was he?
No, he was just taking her photos, like her lewds that she posts on Twitter or whatever, and then making an OnlyFans. And then like it was doing all right. Like he made like a couple $1,000s, I
Damn,
guess.
That's so wild.
And he was like, his big thing was like, I'll sext you. I post photos and these videos, and like they're not that lewd, but I'll sext you. So he was just like sexting dudes for premium amounts of money, pretending to be like Caitlyn or whatever. And then the real Caitlyn, eventually, someone was like, "Yo, bitch, I'm on OnlyFans. Is this you? Do you have an OnlyFans? And you never told me?" Like one of her friends. And then she was like, "No, I don't." And then she went and looked, and she was like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like, "I subbed to myself," and like it's just my Twitter photos. And this motherfucker is making all this money sexting. Good for him, I guess. Anyway, he stopped it, but
No, if I was her, I'd be
or
like,
her, I don't know.
I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna shut you down unless you just start cutting me into the profits.
Yeah, dude.
Like, give me 50%, and you can keep doing what you're doing. I'll even help out. You want that kind of guy who's already put in the work,
Yeah.
built up a following.
If he's sexting him. I forgot that sexting is a part of OnlyFans.
I think
that
that's
sounds
the biggest part,
It's exhausting, dude.
which doesn't make sense to me because I, for better or for worse, see right through. You just set up like an auto message, and you're like, "Hey, babe, I'm only sending this to you, and none of my other 50,000 followers. But if you give me $5, you can see a extra long video of my butthole." And that works on enough guys.
Yeah.
Dude, monetizing men's loneliness should be illegal.
It is a huge bummer.
It's the most exploitative.
I do love that women are, doing entrepreneurial things. They're monetizing a natural thing, but it's also just like, I love that people are like, yeah, men have it so easy. Men have it so easy. Anyway, there's a multi-billion-dollar industry based around how lonely and touch-deprived men are. It's like, oh my God, dude, can we address this? Hug your fucking kids. Jesus Christ. That's the thing that kills me is when people are like, sex workers are disgusting. We're not raising women right. Women are so fucking gross. They're just out here selling their bodies. And it's like, dude, the real problem, you're not raising your sons right, and not because of sex work,
Yeah.
because your son is so fucking lonely, touch starved, and miserable that they are spending all their money on online women because they can't get the real thing. They don't know how to interact with a real woman, so they're sexting a bot.
Well, it's the same thing with like Fortnite things. It's just all these corporations are just getting to addiction levels of exploiting human behaviors.
Yeah, they've really cracked the code.
It's not like video games are bad, but when you crank up the addiction, like the bells and whistles to make kids want to spend thousands of dollars of their parents' credit cards.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, look at some tits, it's awesome. But when you crank, well, I don't know. It's not. We're not saying ladies getting naked for money is bad, but society is bad. We should nuke the planet.
Yeah, no, society is bad. And the point is that
I'm going to go Joker mode.
I'm the Joker. You made me this way. It is just a bummer when so many dudes are just hurting so bad. And listen, there's a difference between me when I'm like, oh, it's really hot girl I have a crush on and then I find her and she has Twitter and I'm like, oh shit, I kind of have a crush on this girl. And then she's like, hey, I have an OnlyFans. And then I'm like, well, about to beat off to you. That's different from a guy who's like literally just like, I'll never find love. I'm miserable. And then he's like using this to have extra personal relationships. He's had his parasocial relationships with women
where
he's literally
for it,
where he's in love with you and he's not using you to get off or using you for entertainment. He's using you for a human need, which is not how that should happen. The OnlyFans should be extra. That should be entertainment. That should be fun. It shouldn't be the fucking source of your validation, care, and love.
Dude, sex robots can't come soon enough.
Dude, we need them. Get out here, sex robots. We are in pain. Dude,
what is the real solution?
I don't know. I do think about how people crank up the like dopamine shit for kids all the time. Remember when the government had to be like, God damn it, cigarette companies, stop making cool camels sell your cigarettes. Kids like camels too much. And they had to ban Joe Camel, sorry.
Oh, if they only knew how bad things would get.
They fucking banned a camel. Yo, the camel's too awesome.
Was that the real reason?
Yeah.
Dude, no kid in the world likes camels.
I'm not kidding. That's the for real reason. They said that he was used to market to children.
I can't think of an animal that's more lame than a camel.
Okay, hold on though. Now think about. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Imagine a camel. Now imagine a camel in a leather jacket smoking. You're like, hold on. What is his deal?
All right.
Yeah. And he's on a motorcycle.
That is pretty cool.
Exactly.
I do want to smoke.
But how did he get to the United States? Why is he smoking? What is his deal? Like, now you have a lot of questions. Fuck, I want a cigarette.
Why don't you like girls who smoke?
I just don't like smoking.
Is it the smell?
Yeah, a lot of it is that my mom smoked indoors, and I was around people who smoked indoors. It just grossed me out so much my whole life. I hate stoners. I don't like the vibe. I don't like the way high people act a lot of the
Stoners
time.
or like people...
Stoners.
Yeah.
I don't mind when people smoke weed. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like stoners. So
when you start wearing those weird sweaters made out of like what are they look like they're made out of floor mat.
Or when you just start doing like weed lifestyle shit. We're gonna get high, bro. Like, I hate that shit. And girls who do that are just fucking. Anyone, guys and girls. Oh, dude, I could never imagine a stoner guy. I would never in my fucking life go anywhere near one. Jesus.
But what if you're also a stoner girl and you found each other? It's your hobby.
No, good for them. That's my sister and my brother-in-law.
Dude, there are people who they just love getting high.
That's their whole deal.
That's the rest of their life.
Yeah, definitely. And listen, who am I to say? Fucking go crazy, dude. If that makes you happy, listen, you're probably more right than I am. If you're out there, if you're a stoner listening to this and you're high as fuck having a good time, my life is a nightmare. Like, I'm absolutely not correct. But also, I'm teetering on the edge of complete destruction. If I give in, it's over.
I feel like that's a good place to be, though. That's a good creative.
Yeah, no.
To be right on the knife's edge.
It definitely helps in some ways. But.
I'm saying becoming like a making weed your personality, making any one thing your personality. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I agree with you. Any one thing. I think you can go hard in the paint and be like, I'm a this thing. But when there's nothing more to you, that's brutal.
Yeah, it's like, look, wake up and take 3 bong rips a day. But don't wear the marijuana beanie and post videos of you doing it.
Oh, that's the worst. I'm smoking, everybody. Anyway, cigarettes just gross me out.
Oh, I love them.
Weed doesn't gross me out, and I don't care. Like, if I would date someone who gets high maybe not every day. Fuck, no, probably not every day. I don't know. It depends. It depends on so many factors. But yeah, cigarettes gross me out. The idea of dating someone who smokes is I don't think it could happen.
Dude, you started talking about Joe Camel, and I was just thinking about what if there was a lady Joe Camel?
Whoa,
she liked to fuck.
Dude, she was in development, and the government found out, and they're like, we gotta stop her. She's too sexy, dude. Imagine, and they're like, she's got, dude, because technically camels have tits on their back.
Okay.
And so a lady camel, she's got
I feel like
big old honking milkers, and she's wearing a white tank top. I'm designing Gillette camel. And she's got big mommy milkers, and she's got a white tank top, and she's got a little lipstick on, and of course she's smoking, and she's got big camel eyelashes, and then she's got those humps back there. Any angle you look at her from, your lizard brain is thinking tits.
I guess camels have udders.
Do they?
Milk a camel? Yeah, they have udders right there. You can't see it in this picture.
Camels don't get enough credit.
Look, see, they got udders.
Oh, okay.
Those
Horses.
Camels. Do horse have tits?
Yeah. No. Yeah, they do.
What do lady horses have? What?
Are you gonna look up horse tits?
Horse tits. Big tits horse extreme porn video. That's not what I want.
Oh no, Google. Why the fuck,
Dude,
Google, would you ever?
I googled horse tits, and there's a lot of girls maybe getting fucked by horses.
Oh no, dude! Why did you show me?
Oh no, she's blowing that horse.
Oh no! What the fuck? She was hot too.
I did not look at her.
What the fuck? I looked at her because I didn't want to look at the horse. I knew. Why did you look at the horse? You're like, this is a good horse.
Dude, I cannot like look at a woman who's blowing a horse.
Damn, that was fucked up, bro. What the fuck, man? I wasn't ready.
That's what I showed you.
I love that earlier we were like, we can watch someone die. You showed me a woman blowing a horse, and it ruined my day.
No, I can. I don't think you're at my level.
Dude, no, apparently not.
Horse udders.
You know what really grosses me out about that just now? Just how unbothered. The horse was just kind of like, what? This is fucking whatever.
Dude.
I'm standing here.
Horses have the tiniest boobs ever.
Well, wow, horse ladies.
No,
See,
wait, look at that right there.
Oh, wow.
They look like balls.
That's not good. Horse, dude, what the fuck? So, horse ladies have these little, dude, horses are fucking wild. Little itty bitty titties, but horse guys have giant cocks. Horse ladies really aren't picking up the slack anywhere.
Now I'm just Googling animal tits. Turtle breasts. Turtles have?
No, they're amphibians.
Those are reptiles.
They're reptiles, yeah. I fucking don't know the difference between an amphibian and a reptile. Of course I don't.
An amphibian.
Amphibians.
Amphibian. What is the difference? They just don't.
One's
have
like
scaly.
more
one's,
watery.
Yeah, amphibians are just slimy and.
Yeah, one's like, I'm in the water more.
They don't have scales.
The other
scales
one,
are slimy.
Yeah, one of them is an alligator.
What?
Yeah,
yeah, reptiles.
That's real. Yeah.
Anyways, I hope this podcast has been very educational. That's why you pay the $5 a month.
This has been our dumbest weekend of all time.
No way. I've learned a lot. I bet you didn't know what horse tits look like.
No, I mean I did, but like I guess I didn't.
I didn't know they were so small.
Dude, that is fucking wild.
Because I've seen elephant tits. Have you ever seen an elephant with tits? Their tits are on the front, which is weird.
Yeah.
On their front legs. They got big old. Yeah. What am I? They got big old mammaries.
Mammajamas. Elephant titties. No. If I was. Dude, do you think furries are like. You think there's a lady furry who's like, I want to be a horse, but my tits are too big, so I'm an elephant?
No, furries just put tits on whatever they're dressing up as.
Oh, true.
They give reptiles tits.
It's real. That is a good point.
That's why I thought reptiles had tits for a second, because I've been corrupted by the internet. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold on. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like, how many Sonic original characters have I seen just fucking on thing? I'm like, yeah, that's the anatomy of an animal in real life.
Nature is incredible. Just watching Sonic the Hedgehog blow out Shadow the Hedgehog's back. Hedgehogs aren't even that fast.
Okay. I like that that's the...
Did I ever tell you about the time my ex's hedgehog died, and she was like, it was like really cold out, and she was like, while I'm at work, you have to like bury it and do all this stuff. And I was like, yeah.
Wait, why did you have to bury it?
Because she was too sad. And I was like, don't worry, baby, I got it all under control. And I just kicked around some dirt and took a photo, and I was like, resting in peace in the mountains.
Wait, what'd you do?
In real life, I just threw it in the garbage.
You threw the hedgehog in the garbage.
I wasn't gonna dig. The ground was too cold.
You have no respect for life.
No. Listen, I was Operation Make Her Feel Better. I had other shit to do that day. I like wanted to go buy her. What did I bought her flowers, and I bought her like lunch and brought it to work and stuff. I was like, I don't have fucking time to give this hedgehog like a Viking funeral, and so I just fucking took her in a paper towel and was like, see ya. And then I fucking was just like, R.I.P. resting in peace, and then I fucking went and did boyfriend stuff. Listen, technically this is a story about me being a good boyfriend, but I just
no.
Yeah, just because listen, she'll never know.
What if she
subs to the Patreon?
No, I was gonna say, what if she had to dig up the hedgehog to do weird black magic stuff?
Dude, she's gonna be never find it. She's gonna be like, predators got to it, I guess. This is so funny that because I did all this. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe you did all this nice stuff for me." And then she's married, and I was like, "Right? Yep, got it." But I just fucking literally just pulled up in the car to the side of a dumpster and was like, "Yeet," and then just fucking drove.
How dare you?
Oh, dude. Listen, whatever.
That was a member of your family that you just disrespected.
Oh, it's so evil. I can't help myself. My friends.
Okay, but real quick, I do think we should do that with like our grandparents. and
Yeah,
stuff, too.
no.
Just like, well, see ya.
Listen, no one listening to this podcast who knows anything about me is surprised to hear I was like, it died. The animal died. All right, bye. And then just fucking meat pits.
What are you gonna do with my body when I die?
Dude, it's straight. I'm gonna tell everyone I buried you. I'm gonna yeet you into a dumpster.
Are you gonna hide treasure in my empty grave?
No way. I'm gonna have you dissolved in acid, and then I'm gonna make stuff out of your bones.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
dude. I would. Yeah.
Sell my bones to fans.
I want to be. I wish I could be open air cremated. I don't think it's allowed.
It's not here.
Not here, no.
You can always die in a foreign country where it is allowed.
Yeah, I just gotta die in a place where.
Wait, open air, is that the one where the like Tibetan eagles come and pick at your bones?
No, it's just where you build a pyre and you put me on top of it and then you just set it on fire. My remains are still like generally there.
So you want a Darth Vader funeral?
Yeah.
So
Darth Vader had a Viking funeral. Yes.
yeah, what do you mean it's not allowed here? They're gonna come and like extinguish the fire, my giant bonfire.
I think that it's a health risk, or there's something weird about like what you're allowed to do with a dead body because they take it.
Do you know that I think I've touched on this before? Mortuary services are like a big, huge scam in America, and they kind of walk around this weird semi pseudo legal thing where they're like, it would be best. They have like this weird speech where legally you can like take your grandparents and bury them on your land if you want.
Yeah.
It's just they have these weird like things that they try and make you seem like it's illegal, and they want you to buy because again, like we were talking about OnlyFans preying on horny guys at their most vulnerable. Mortuary services are literally preying upon people at their most like vulnerable and sad. They just want to pay respects to their loved ones, and they're like, oh, by the way, you gotta give us $10,000 to do this. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Or just get it done. I don't care how much it costs.
That happened with my friend. His a close family member of his died, and when I was there with their family, I was like the voice of reason. I was the one guy who was like not sad or anything, and so I was talking to the mortuary people. And then my friend's family, they're very poor, and so the guy was just like, "You need the $2,000. You need to seal this, or liquid could get in." And I was just like, "Nah, it fucking doesn't matter. Bury him in whatever. Like, we don't care." And like, I was just like, I had to be super rude to the guy because
they were
fucking they are, dude. They're crazy, and they kept trying to like get rid of me and talk to the mom who was like really struggling and stuff. That was the funeral I fucked at. Yeah.
Who was it?
The girl?
Yeah.
The girl. Oh, she's just literally some girl I met there.
Fuck. I hope you made her feel better.
Dude, she was cool as fuck. I like don't know her. I lost contact with her.
I feel like that was your soulmate. You just forgot to get her number.
Oh, she was very white trash.
Yep.
She was white trash, and she was from Richfield, Utah.
If you know anybody who fucked at a funeral,
Dude, I would love to find her, see what she's up to. I guarantee you, I would bet any millions of dollars she has upwards of 3 kids by now.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, definitely.
Someone who fucks at funerals probably is not waiting.
I met her like not at the funeral though. I didn't just meet her at the funeral and then be like, oh, let's fuck at the open casket. I met her. I got into town, and then she was like adjacent to the family, and she knew them, and then we had eyes for each other, and she was like, so you're pretty sad? And I was like, no, actually, I'm mostly just horny. And she got into my bubble, dude, and I was like, I think she wants to suck my dick. I gotta fucking get on this. So I was like telling everyone, like, are you okay? Are you sad? I'm gonna get my dick sucked. And I did.
Not illegal. The mortuaries will tell you that it is not
Interesting.
that you should not get your dick sucked at the funeral home. It is not illegal. You can fuck in a coffin, and
dude,
there's no laws that say you can't.
That is a bucket list thing. I'd like to fuck in a coffin.
Mr. Dracula.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Would you not? If a girl,
I would. Yeah,
oh
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
You
Thank you.
always fucking weird. Like, I want to fuck in a sleeping bag. I mean, I have. It's like check
so
that
fun.
off.
Yeah.
The back of a car. It almost adds to like the struggle of like in the bin you're trying to fuck in makes it more fun.
Yeah, struggle fucking.
I think that's the difference.
Positive struggle fucking.
Okay,
yeah, we should rephrase. We should rebrand that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. It really sounds.
I'm saying it's like Twister.
Yeah. Have you ever just fucked like in the woods?
Yeah.
Just like, but no, like, just like
on a rock.
Yeah, caveman
that's the best.
style. Yeah, no, that is the best. Go back to monkey, dude. I return to monkey.
Anyways, if you die and I can pry your body away from your family, I will give you the Darth Vader funeral.
Thank you.
I think your brothers will be on board.
No,
with
they'll
me.
know. They'll know. Yeah, my
like,
family will be down.
They're like, hey, we'll build the rock altar, and then be like, by the way, if you want to come see Shayne's body get blown, I might surprise everyone with a bunch of fireworks.
Hell yeah, dude. Here's the thing, though. You can't
stick a dynamite inside of you.
Yeah, you can't let certain people be there. I'm gonna make you know what I want to do? I don't even want a will. I'm just gonna make a list of people, not people I want to do good things for after I die. People who I want bad things to happen. Like, these people, no, not allowed at my funeral. Not if you see them talking about me, you've got to fight them.
It's on site.
Yeah, it's on site.
But you don't know until midway through your funeral when I read the list out loud.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I'm just gonna part of my whatever money I've amassed in my life. Let's assume I have some kind of money. I want a list, and then you're gonna use some of that money to hire goons to be at the funeral, and they're going to be assigned
security.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be like, wrong neighborhood, motherfucker, and they're just gonna start beating the shit out of people at my funeral. That'd be cool.
My dad always told me he wanted me to turn his skull into an urn.
That's tight as fuck. I would love to have my dad's skull when he dies.
Dude, I would. I would love to have my dad's skull like on my mantelpiece.
Yeah.
Just to terrorize my children with. Just be like, there's grandpa.
Yeah.
Was kind of better go brush your teeth, or else I might tell grandpa to become real at the middle of the night. And I don't know, how do you scare children?
I don't know. It's pretty good.
Like keep the skull in a box and be like, I might forget to lock the box tonight if you don't eat all your dinner.
You gaslight him when he doesn't eat his dinner. You can be like, all right, I locked the box, but I can't guarantee what'll happen. And then you sneak the skull into his room at night, and you leave the box locked. And when he wakes up and he's like, the skull is watching me sleep, you're like, I locked the box. Grandpa hates it when you don't eat your food. And the kid's just like, oh my fucking god. Dude, I was watching the show Reno 911, and they're gaslighting Trudy on purpose. And he goes, I've been sneaking into her house and leaving leftovers she didn't even eat. And I was like, yo, that's next level fucked up. That's so funny. Can you imagine going here and you're like, fuck, I ate Chinese food? I don't even remember? Damn.
Man. Gaslighting is fun when it's not evil.
Dude, when it's a prank.
It could be so evil so fast, but
technically making your kids believe in Santa is gaslighting.
That is, yeah. But I've said that before. Because there's parents who are like, you don't want to do that. You want to tell them the truth. And I'm like, no, you want to tell your children, like atheists, or like, I'm not going to do the Santa Claus thing. It's like, no, you want to tell them Santa Claus is real. Because when they're 8 to 12 years old or whatever, they're going to realize adults are not to be trusted.
Yeah.
Like, everything can be lied about.
True. It's
a good formative moment.
Also lie to them, let them have that joy, because as the joy is destroyed, they'll be so close to discovering masturbation, and they will not worry.
Yeah, they'll forget.
They'll go right into that next thing, dude.
What if those are correlated?
Whoa.
Like you discover Santa Claus isn't real. So you're like, wait a minute, maybe I will touch my penis.
I never thought he was real.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember ever thinking he was real. Which is a huge bummer. I also remember getting coached not to fuck it up for other kids.
For your younger brothers?
No. We as a family were like me and my brothers. They were like, "Hey, my parents."
I forgot you were Jewish for a second.
Yeah, don't tell the kids. Like, don't be going around telling kids Santa isn't real.
Do you think that maybe that's where all this anti-Semitic, like Jewish conspiracy stuff like starts? There's some like 10-year-old on the playground. He's like, the Jews knew Santa Claus wasn't real, and they didn't tell us. What else are they hiding? 9/11, Illuminati, QAnon.
It starts with Santa.
Yeah.
Everything leads back to Santa.
Oh.
Dude, how many Santa movies have they made where they're like, yo, what if Santa was sexy?
What?
Dude, they
I don't know a single. Are you watching porn, Santa porn?
Personally, yes. Absolutely. Have you seen the movie Bad Santa?
No. Is Santa sexy in that
you
one?
haven't seen Bad Santa?
No.
Holy shit.
I hear it's on my.
It's a really good, as far as comedies go, it fucking rules. Yeah, you should watch that movie.
We'll add it to the Cowboy.
It'll make you sad, kind of.
Oh.
Just because it's got, like, for us, like, it's got a really fucked up girl that he likes, and both of us are like, oh. I just already can tell, like, trust me on that. But, yeah, it's a fucked up movie. But then they made the one with Mel Gibson recently. I remember my dad sent me the trailer. He's like, yo, you got to check this out. And I was like,
what
damn,
was that
dude,
trailer?
my dad is into the Mel Gibson Santa action movie.
Was it Mel
so
Gibson
fucking
was
such a dad move. Mega dad move, dude.
I mean, yeah, I feel like you want to see Santa kill every now and then.
Maybe. Does your dad ever share, like, does he ever share some with you? Or is he just like, nah, Mac will think I'm lame?
He hasn't shared anything with me in a while. I think he's too busy raising his second family.
Dude, hell yeah. Good for him.
He restarted. He's got teens to take care of. And
what's your youngest sister's age now?
I don't know. It's like they're all, I think, teenagers.
All of them?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. He's got 3 daughters, right?
Yeah.
So he's got 4 daughters total.
Yes.
And you.
And then me, the
Damn.
eldest son. So he doesn't need to worry about me too much.
The podcaster.
Somehow the most successful child.
He's got 3 more chances.
Yeah. We joke about that all the time.
You and him?
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
I know. My dad has a ton of kids, and I'm just like, well, my oldest sister, she kills it, so he's already good. He's good to go. He did it. All you need to do is get one good one.
Yeah, and the rest can be failures.
Yeah,
okay.
It truly doesn't matter. As long as you crank one good one out, it's like, I did it. There's the family line. I did it, everybody. I did evolution. You're like, all right, cool.
I did evolution.
You did a Darwin. You're just like, fuck it.
That's not a Darwin.
Well, no, a Darwin Award. I guess still, a Darwin Award is something different.
It's watching or not watching. Darwin Award is when someone dies in a stupid way before they procreate.
True.
So they don't pass on their stupid genes.
They can't have procreated.
Uh-oh. I need to start dumping again.
I know, dude. So I downloaded Tinder, and
Speaking of which, I just got banned again.
Dude, congrats.
Thank you.
Big congrats. I downloaded dating apps just to be like, what the fuck is with these? I haven't been on these in like a year and a half, 2 years. Let's check it out.
It's become like Fortnite and almost
yes, it's crazy. There's all this extra shit now.
And all the bells and whistles. It's like, do you want to pay an extra $20 to make your likes actually count? You're like, I guess.
There's like cosmetics. Like, doesn't make sense. They're like, it's a super swipe. Oh, now it's a surge. Hey, jump on here. This chick is a mega familiar. I'm just like, what the fuck is with all this? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, online dating is a fucking nightmare. That's why I'd rather waste my money on OnlyFans.
I keep getting swiped by girls who are like right wing. Tons of dude, it's happened a ton. I'm like, just these girls who are just like, dude, here's the thing I see in their profile all the time. Swipe the way you vote is what they say.
Really?
Yeah. Swipe the way you vote. It's so funny.
But that doesn't make sense because if you
swipe left, you get rid of them.
No, but so that's their okay.
Yes.
That's only on the right wing side.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
That's their big thing. And they're just like, I'm from New York, but I'm not a New York girl, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's like a culture. There's like a way they all act, which makes sense because there's a way leftists act. And anyway, they all add me because they're just like, I have like a gun in my profile photo and I have tattoos and there's a thing of me like playing football. And I don't know. It's just fucking whatever. My profile is, it's supposed to be like a well-rounded thing of me. And I have no stand-up shit on there ever. Fuck that. So they always add me and they're just like, yeah, there you are, my fucking gun cowboy in New York. How are you, Utah? Good old boy. And then they almost always open with like, sometimes they'll know me from comedy and they'll be like,
wait, did they open with like, so Jews, am I right?
No, it's never that.
We gotta, get rid of them.
It's never crazy like that, but it's always just like some weird, like, yeah, love to see someone who believes in free speech. And I'm like, I sure do. Fucking, wouldn't it be cool if they killed Mitch McConnell? And then immediately they're like, oh, and they get bummed out when they realize I'm not right wing.
That was a fun meme for last week.
Oh, dude, it was.
Everyone was just like,
one.
I'm gonna spend my stimulus to kill Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, it's a fun meme. Anyway, it's just funny they've been bumming out these right wing chicks who think I'm right wing, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die alone. This app does not work for me. I signed up for Raya again, but they denied
you're on
my
Raya?
shit. I was, and then you have to like get approved again or something, and it hasn't. I like tried to sign up, and they haven't let me in.
So Raya is only for famous people and hot girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally, yeah.
How did they find hot girls?
Because they're like
if you're a hot girl, apply, and there's like a guy's like, yep.
Well,
she's
also,
a 10,
so
she's a dime. Love it. Her tits are banging.
There's 3 types of people on Raya.
Okay.
This is a place for like famous people to date.
Yes.
Or like, I'm the least famous you could be and be on Raya, right?
I would say you're a strong F tier celebrity. Maybe D-.
Thank you. And so these
online better.
Yeah. So it's for people like that, but then the pool of that people is pretty small. And so then they're like, okay, well, and a lot of these are dudes trying to date because girls don't have as much trouble dating as men. So then they're like, okay, we got to get girls in here. Well, we'll just let really fucking hot girls in. So then they're like, okay, so now let's just get really hot girls, like models who aren't famous, but they're models. And then they're in there. And then dudes who are millionaires were like, hey, can we get in? And Ryan was like, yes. So that
was the whole scam
girls,
the whole time.
Guys with money, and then everyone in between who's like, I can't date normally because I'm, X, Y, and Z.
You know what it is? Raya lets celebrities and models get in for free, and then they advertise to millionaires. It's like, hey, if you pay us $10,000 to join our app, we'll let you fuck these celebrities.
Well, it's also because for a guy, a 25-year-old girl with a perfect body is the same thing for a girl as a 35-year-old guy with infinite money.
They're not the same, but yes.
No, it is the same. It's as desirable. You have the same amount of problems dating. Both groups do, which is to say 0.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about your buddy.
Yeah. Oh. So I have a friend I was telling Mac about who has a lot of money, right? He grew up rich, and then he's a very hardworking, badass guy. He skates, which is how I know him. So he ended up being friends with me, and he was always like, "Oh, Shayne, you're cool. You don't give a shit that I have money." And I was like, "You have money?" Like, I was very dumb. And
you were so poor you couldn't even perceive the amount of money. You're like, "Wow, this guy's pants. He's got 2 pairs of pants."
Literally,
I have like a whole wardrobe. I have a closet bigger than your house,
dude. I literally was like, "He has a car." Dope.
Yeah, I don't know. He must be rich,
dude. And this was I met him when I wasn't doing comedy or anything, so I was literally just like, dude, if you're gonna pick me up and not charge me gas money, fucking you are my best friend, and I will die for you. And so we hung out.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, I know. And guess what? I'm taking you to the end of the earth with me, dude. That's real. It's all it fucking takes, dude. Just give me a ride and don't ask for gas money, and I'm like, I will kill for you. So anyway, he's fucking rules, and so him and I became really good friends, and he genuinely was like, dude, I appreciate so much that you don't care. And I was like, listen, I truly don't give a fuck. Just skate with me and have a good time. So he started doing this thing where he's like, I have a hard time dating, and then he got a really good job. He's a millionaire now.
Yeah.
He has all of the money. He has infinite money. Like, he literally just doesn't want for anything.
Once you hit $1 million and you're not like spending stupid, like just blowing it,
yeah,
you're set for life because you could just keep reinvesting it and living like a normal person, and you'll never not have money.
So he has all the money, and he starts dating, and he's like, I fucking don't trust anyone. And I was like, yeah, word. And he's like, the girls who like
Were you like, I'm poor and I don't?
yeah, no, literally, I was
gonna
like,
steal my mattress.
I was just like, dude, I don't trust girls, and no girl who would date me would do it for any other reason. I have no idea how you're gonna do it. So he would always ask me about like, how do I seem like I don't have money? And I was just like, dude, you want to hang out with me and see how I live? He actually legit bought me like new pillows and stuff once.
Wait, did he buy you new pillows and take your old pillows?
No, that would be funny. But he was just like, God damn, you sleep like this? And I was like, I don't know.
What do you mean like this?
Yeah, no,
everyone does.
I was always just like, what are you talking about? So he ends up dating, and he decides, this is not me, this is him. He's like, I'm gonna lie about my wealth, and he's
Smart.
like, I'm gonna start lying. So he starts dating women, like he's meeting them online and whatever, and dating like a normal guy, but instead of tipping his hat to the fact he's a millionaire, he's pretending to be less than middle class. So he's not pretending to be super poor, but he's pretending like I'm a guy with roommates, even though I'm in my late 20s, and in Utah, and like I do all this and that. And so he would always kind of be like, is a mattress on the ground normal? And I would be like, oh yeah, seems like all my friends have them. So I feel like that's how you should go. Do you put a box spring under it? And I check mine. I'm like, I do not have one.
I thought you were gonna be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Box spring.
So he like literally had a room at this place that he rented with like a futon and shit, and he literally created like a second life where he was like a loser, and his second life is based off of my actual life. And
Okay.
he ends up meeting this one girl, and she was super cool, and he dated her for a couple months, and then one day he was like, hey, do you want to go on a trip with me? And she's like, oh, sure.
She was like, I've been to your place. You don't have trip money.
Yeah,
where are we going? Like,
and he was like, let's do it. I my treat. And so they ended up going on a trip, and then he was like, okay, so
is this like a fancy cruise around the world?
I don't think they were too far. I don't think he put her in a situation where she couldn't escape if she wanted to escape.
Oh yeah.
I think they were like, they drove, so they did something anyway. And he was like, hey, here's the deal. For the past 3 months, it's been great. We've been dating, and it's clear that you really care about me. And she's like, I do. I love you. Blah blah blah. And then he was like, all right, so I have all the money.
3 months?
Yeah.
I would hang on to that lie for 6 months.
Dude, I think he held on until they said I love you to each other.
Okay. Well, you still need to have your first fight after that I love you.
So
you need to have like a pregnancy scare to see how there's what was it? I heard some good advice. I can't remember it exactly. It's you to like before when you're dating someone, you need to go on a trip with them, like a road trip, to see how they handle that. You need to see them how they treat like the wait staff.
Yeah,
is another one, and then I think there's like one other one. But basically, there's a few things you need to check.
dude, definitely. I agree.
You need to see how someone reacts in a weird situation before you start having kids or like sharing an apartment or something crazy.
Dude, he was so confident, and
but yeah, 3 months.
So he was like, I have all the money. And she was like, excuse me, and he was like, oh no, like I have all the money. Here's like a diamond necklace to prove it. I love you. And she was like, what the fuck? And she was like, and he's like, if you're mad at me for lying, I understand, but this is my reasoning for doing it. And if you want to stay with me,
if you want to stay,
this is who I am for real. And she was like, holy shit. Anyway, she won the lottery. So, ladies, if you're fucking a guy in a futon,
yeah, I bet. How many guys? Dude, what is the male equivalent of that?
The male equivalent? Oh man, I don't even know, dude.
Is that like Is that where you date, like you're dating this really cool chick and she's kind of hefty, but you're like, she's cool, and then
I'm not super attracted to her, but she's such a good hang. Like, she's kind of gross.
She's a really good cook.
Yeah.
And then one day she's like, oh, by the way, fat suit. I'm a supermodel. You're like, what? What? You're funny and a supermodel. I don't know how you would fake that. Like, how would you do the female?
Maybe you could like have an old lady suit. That would be easier. You could be like,
lady?
I'm old. I'm like 50, and you're like, oh, she's so cool, but she's 50, and then she's like, boom, Leonardo DiCaprio could date me, and you're like, oh fuck, your titties are so smooth. I don't know.
There's no reverse of that situation.
There really isn't. There's no way for a girl to reverse catfish you like that.
You could definitely, as a millionaire, hide your wealth.
By the way, just so all of you know, in podcast land, not only did she win the literal lottery with him, he then paid off all her student loans. They got married. She had a hard time getting a kid, but he has all the money, so he spent all of the money on fertility stuff for her.
So she had like 3?
So now they have a baby, and they live happily ever after, and they own like 2 homes, one on East Coast and West Coast.
Good for them.
And she fucking does anyway. Yeah, they're very happy. I see their posts all the time. I skated with him last year. Yeah, and it's like they're super great and they're awesome together and they have a baby and it's just like, fuck, man. I wish he wanted to do it with me. Fuck. Oh, they're never gay. They're never gay. That could happen to you as a dude though. The dude equivalent of that is the dude equivalent of that is your best bro. The dude equivalent of that is if we get to podcast episode 100 and we're doing a live episode and then you unzip the suit and you're like, I'm the hottest woman of all time.
Oh,
Shayne,
I thought you were
going to
say,
to fuck?
Wait, I thought you were gonna say I'm actually gay. I've just been lying.
No, that's you being a hot woman in a Mac suit is more believable than you being gay to me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I wish I was, but I wish I was either of those things.
Dude, yeah, man. It's a rough one.
It's crazy how all of our problems are just no GF and no money.
Literally all of them.
That's everyone's problems, really.
Yeah, some people have other problems, I guess.
No, I think you could boil every problem down in the world to that. No GF and no money.
There's people with GF and money that aren't happy. Or do you think that they have wrong GF?
Yeah, they don't have you don't have your right GF.
Damn. And GF is a catch-all, by the way. Are you gay and you have a boyfriend? That's your GF.
That's your guy friend.
Yeah. Are you married to a man?
Fuck.
That's your GF. Yeah.
Your gentleman fuck. I don't know.
Guy. You're a gentleman fuck guy. Yeah, man. It's so fun. Anyways, she won the lottery so hard. And he's super good to her too. They're great. Though I will say, once I was in the car with them and he was like driving and he like got mad. He had like road rage and he like swerved around someone and she was like, oh, so now that you're around Shayne, you're trying to act all fucking cool. And I was like, whoa, do not immediately put me into a fight between you two. And it was really fucking uncomfortable. I specifically remember because I hate when couples fight in front of me and I was just like, this is my nightmare because she literally called him out for trying to like be cool in front. Oh, so Shayne's here, so now you got to be cool.
Was the move he pulled cool?
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was a dope move. He drove like a Subaru and he fucking like went right around this guy and she was just like, you're driving like a maniac. Oh, so you just want to take risks because you're on Shayne. You want to look cool. And he just like silently is sitting there driving. I'm just
sounds like they might have a prenup and she doesn't have access to all the funds yet. So if anything happens, she has to protect him.
I just think she's like a super normie and she just didn't want him to like do dangerous things. Because she also was like, you ride your motorcycle too much.
What's the point of being a millionaire and having all the health care access if you don't like almost die all the time?
Dude,
that's why I hate normal. Well, I think billionaires have clones.
Yeah.
But
we should kill one and see what happens.
They wouldn't come back as themselves because it'd be too obvious, and then everyone would know they have clone technology. They just put you in a new body.
Oh,
a different body.
Oh, okay. I thought like if we kill Jeff Bezos, but only me and you know we did it. And then later we see Jeff Bezos on the news and they're like, look, it's Jeff Bezos doing Jeff Bezos stuff. And we're like, okay, so we know.
Dude, I don't even think Jeff Bezos is as bad as ever. Like, he's obviously just a shitty billionaire. What about the secret billionaires?
Yeah, those are worse.
The secret trillionaires.
Yes.
Where they're like, run more bad news articles about how bad Jeff Bezos is. And he just happens to look a little like Lex Luthor. And so everyone's just like, Jeff.
Yeah.
I hate how Jeff and Elon get all the hate when it's just like, okay, name a third billionaire who's bad.
Yeah, well, they can't. I could name a few, and they live in a place that we're not allowed to criticize.
Israel?
No.
Oh.
We criticize the rich people who live in Israel. No, we don't criticize, the Shah or the king of Bahrain, where it's like punishable by death to laugh or whatever, like crazy shit. Whether they have like all the world's wealth, the UAE where they have literal slaves, or Saudi Arabia.
I think what was it, Gaddafi? What's his name?
Muammar Gaddafi.
Muammar Gaddafi was like one of the richest people ever.
Yes.
And then he ended his life getting stabbed in the butt.
He did, dude. That is a real French Revolution. Dude, every once in a while it goes cool. Oh, it's so funny that he got stabbed in the butt. Fucking,
and they filmed it too.
Oh man, dude. Hey, we watched him die.
Yeah.
There's one, and I didn't feel a thing. In fact, I think it was funny.
I think it was funny.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Get stabbed in the butthole.
Oh, sucks for him.
Just like, dude, can you imagine if they fucking hung out, if they like killed the president and you were there and you were just like, I'm gonna stab him in the butthole. Like,
you only get one shot. You might as well go for it.
One shot. Yeah, you got to.
I'm just thinking like, how bad it sucks when you're getting drug out in the streets and you're just thinking like, damn, 3 years ago I was like one of the richest humans ever. I guess I had this coming, but
yeah,
it was so nice flying, like sitting in a jacuzzi on the International Space Station, the one we don't tell people about.
Yeah, dude, imagine
get stabbed.
Imagine being the bro who stabbed Gaddafi in the butthole and being like, yeah, I'm a tough guy, I'm gonna stab him, and you go to stab him in the kidney and you actually get him in the butthole. And everyone's like, haha, you're gay now.
They are a little homophobic in the Middle East.
Yeah, you're just like, oh no, I didn't mean it.
I do think that they would make it like, it's kind of like when you put your balls in your friend's mouth at a frat party.
Very funny.
He's the gay guy.
Yeah.
Not you.
No,
So
definitely. The transitive properties. That's how balls work. Balls export gayness only. They cannot import gayness. If you lick my balls, that's gay on you.
Yeah.
Penises export gayness. That's why you don't put it on you don't put like your dick across someone's face. It's an exporter. Or an importer, not an exporter.
You've thought about this way more than I have.
I have. I absolutely have.
I just hope that guy he has a photo of him stabbing him and like at his local bar. And so people are like, hey, it's the guy. And he's like, that's me.
Speaking of importing and exporting, you can support us on patreon.com/cowboyboys. It's so much better than the other one. This should be the real one.
Oh,
I'm calling it Audible.
Wait, why do you want to... I've always argued it is a hard switch. It's like, do we put the better ones on Patreon?
Let's let people know, because I had so much fun doing this one. Let's let people know, hey, this is how much fun we're having on Patreon.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Patreon.com/cowboyboys.
Oh, the guy who wants to get on our Patreon is gonna know we called him out on Patreon.
Listen, man. No, but we solved his fucking problems.
That is true.
Dude. So anyway, we fucking love you guys. Patreon's a lot of fun. The other episode's funny too, but I just had so much fun recording this one. So this should be the real one.
Okay.
Cowboyboys.com/patreon.com/cowboyboys. You can follow Mac in places. Dr.
I'm
MacArthur.
online. Go to my website, macarthur.xyz.
Oh yeah, have you been updating it?
No, it's still there.
You were just laughing like a maniac the other night, and I asked you what you're laughing at, and you just said my website.
I don't remember that at all.
How tired were you? Damn.
How long ago is this?
This is literally last night.
What?
Yeah. After I got done watching The Mandalorian, I walked past. I was walking to the bathroom, and you were giggling. And I go, what are you laughing about? And as I was going to the bathroom, you were like, my websites. And I was like, all right. Fucking weirdo.
I didn't mean that as my personal website.
Oh, okay. I thought you were laughing at macarthur.com
No.
or .xyz. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shaydozer. Honestly, thank you so much for everyone who supports the Patreon and stuff. We fucking love you guys. Happy New Year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the new year.
Dude, new year, new us.
No, I'm still the same.
Yeah,
I refuse to change.
It's all right, everyone. Well, we fucking love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Yeehaw.
go listen. Yeehaw.